Carl in Pearland, Texas, watching Free Speech TV on DirecTV. Hey, Carl, what's on your mind?
Hey, I just wanted to ask you if you could direct me where to go online to find out what my congressional representatives' insurance benefits are. You know, deductibles, caps, pre-existing conditions, all those kind of things.
Right.
I intend to go to a town hall meeting and ask him these things.
I don't know, Carl. I don't know the answer to that. I remember that during the Obamacare fight, there was an amendment that was introduced by one of the Republicans. I want to say Rick Santorum, but I'm not even sure he was in Congress at that time. But one of the anti-Obamacare Republicans introduced an amendment requiring members of Congress to get their health care through Obamacare, because up until that point, they basically had Obamacare. There were 4 or 5 different insurance companies that they could pick from. There were plans they could pick from, and then, you know, the government paid for it. And so it would just be basically transferring that to the Obamacare exchanges. So they'll have employer-provided insurance. What the details are, I know, varies from member to member. Bernie Sanders has talked about that on this program a couple of times. It's been a couple of years.
I mean,
but the way to find out specifically, Carl,
that the public's entitled to.
Yeah, and I don't disagree, and I believe that members of Congress have, you know, a basic health care policy. Now, they have access to other health facilities that other people don't. You know, there's a gym in the Congress, there's health clubs, there's all this kind of stuff. But
my concern is most of us who have employer provided, as soon as we lose our job, we lose that.
Right.
And I think I've heard before that as retired members, if they've been in for so long, that they have a lifetime of insurance coverage.
I'm not sure about that. I know that they get a lifetime pension, and it goes up the longer they serve in Congress.
Well, would the GAO?
I would suggest that you're in Pearland, Texas, and so you want to confront your Republican member of the House.
Right.
Is there a Democratic member of the House in any congressional district near enough to you that you would know who they are, or you could call their office? Because I'm guessing even probably a Republican member of Congress, if you simply called their office and asked that question in a very friendly fashion and said, "I'm trying to understand this, what are the circumstances?" that they would tell you.
Well, yeah, I don't want to embarrass anybody. The thing is I just, you know, I think there needs to be some fairness into the system here.
Yeah.
You know, I'm upset about all this. But anyway, I'll let you go, Tom, and thank you.
Well, I think, you know, thank you, Carl. I don't disagree with you, by the way. And the fact that every member of Congress has employer-provided health insurance, and the employer is us,
yeah,
and that every member of Congress has a pension, a defined benefit pension, while Congress has been, ever since the Reagan administration, doing everything they can to destroy pensions and replace them with 401ks and IRAs that make lots of money for banksters. And, you know, basically, you know, unless you're an investment wizard, which is maybe 1 in 10,000 of us, means that, you know, your savings are not going to be as good as they could be. I think it's just amazing that the Congress has given themselves the classic benefits that unions fight for, and yet they're constantly trying, the Republicans in Congress anyway, are constantly trying to deny them to us. But as to the specific details, Carl, I'd suggest you call a member of Congress. Thanks a lot for the call. We'll be right back.